You're being taken for granted. I get it. It comes a time where you sit down to yourself and you ask yourself, why am I being used? A big portion of you, and then when they don't need you anymore, they throw you away. You've programmed your mind to think that it's okay to be used. And when they don't use you no more, you feel a certain type of way because now you feel useless. That's the situation we're in. And they only call you when they need you. They don't hit you up for anything else but, can you do this? Can you do that? I need a favor. We can put an end to all that right now, literally. And it's going to take some time, but one of the things you're going to have to do to increase your value is limit your accessibility. And what I mean is, don't let people have access to you. The things that's hard to get to is more appreciated. The things that's always there, when things are scarce, you know what I'm saying? We miss our health when it's no longer present. And we miss our youth when we're older. Like once we get old, we think of all the time we've taken for granted, because and when death is present, life becomes that much more dear to our hearts. Like, damn, I wish I could have did this. Regret starts sitting in because you thought life was always going to be there, and that's how people treat you, because you're always there. He's always there when I need him. That's not a good thing. She's always there when I call him. You don't ever give nobody the impression that you're always, excuse me, this is my microphone. Don't give everybody the impression that you're always going to be there. You're asking to be used. You got to make it to a situation to where you become scarce. The 48 laws of power says, and it's law number 16, that absence increase respect and honor. Why have you returned sounds a lot more nastier than where did you go? Where did you go sounds a lot more sweeter as race was concerned and things like that. Sometimes people don't appreciate your knowledge, your gifts, and everything you possess because it's always there. We're wasteful when we have things. You see billionaires and millionaires, when they got all this money, they on YouTube, they're flushing money down the toilet, they're burning it up, they're flexing in front of your face like it's nothing. But when they were broke, that's all they cared about. And if they ever go back to that world where they get broke, if they ever get broke again, if it get to a point where they lose every dollar in their pockets, they're gonna have to look at that video and look how wasteful you are. This where I'm at right now. And that's why in life it's best to not want for nothing. That's the goal. Because you don't realize what you want until you lose something you once had. You don't realize what you don't want until you receive the things you thought you wanted. So the goal is to want for nothing. So stop answering the text every single time. Stop answering everybody's phone call. It's okay to be a little bit selfish. It's okay to say, I don't feel like talking to that person right now. You're not taking them for granted. Now, I get there's people who genuinely love you that you don't want to take for granted. You want to take the time to spend time with them. I'm talking about the users. I'm always pick up the phone with people who just checking on your mental health. You got men out here who working hard for their families, their wives and children, and it's all about what he can provide. He's all going to be there. He's going to pull up, da-da-da. But guess what? Nobody calls and say, hey, how's your mental health doing? There's a lot of men in the world you don't know right now. Some of them cry on their way to work. Some of them cry on their way home. We don't let you see it, but who cares? Just get out there and perform. And I'm not trying to make this agenda specific, because there's women out here as well who are in relationships that they're doing the most, they're cooking, they're cleaning, they're faithful to their men, they're even working. Some of you women out there are doing the work and he's not doing anything. And yet it's not good enough because he's going outside of the house to a woman that's not that available to him. Don't you see? That person holds more value. The person that is hardly around, that person has more value. You're wasteful with the things that's ever present. Your heart is with you, but you still all eat all the wrong things. Your lungs is with you, but you still want to smoke that cigarette. Your liver, it's not going to leave your side, but You want to drink that alcohol until you get congestive heart failure, stage 4 lung cancer, or you know, you get liver damage to where it can't properly clean the blood. And now you're in a situation. Now I wish I would have treated my health better. Going through a relationship, I wish I would have treated him or her better. I wish that I saw their worth. I didn't know what I had. I didn't know what I had at the time. You didn't care about it because you didn't think you would lose it. You thought he or she or it will always be there. And then when you get to the point where they're finally out of the door, now you're panicking. Now let me do right with my health. Now let me do right with that loved one. Oh, they're dying? Oh, let me go tell them I love them. I want to tell them how much they meant to me. I know we didn't get along, but let me tell them. The thing is, everything will be gone one day. People die, people break up, things happen. But if you want to increase your value, try not to let people have so much access to you. The reason why the stars are who they are, because you can see them on TV. They're a star. I can see the star, but no matter how high I jump, I can't reach the star. I can't reach it. So that's what you gotta be. It's okay to be there for people. It's okay to get into the circle. Muhammad Ali used to go and let the people see him, that he was human. He graced himself with his presence. But at the same time, there was a balance. You could not just call him anytime you got ready. You couldn't just pull up on him. You know, there's gotta be a balance. It's gotta be some type of, it's gotta be a separation somewhere. It's gotta be a boundary. And that's what the access to you is. Limiting your access, limiting the access to yourself creates healthy boundaries. I'm not saying cut off all access to yourself, but limit it. You can't call me late at night unless it's an emergency to come help you out. You can't call, because that's what the brain go to. This person knows what to do. And guess what? That's why the world, they say it's better to be wanted than needed, because when you're wanted, people will strive for the things they want. They'll even die for what they want. But if you being what they need, once you become useless, they'll throw you away because you're no longer needed. It's better to be wanted than needed. So when you limit your access, you become a want. You become a want. Their needs become a want. A need can become a want in the presence of where you're thirsty. You have a need for water, but if it gets too bad, that need becomes a severe want. So be what people want and not what they need. Limit their access to you so you won't feel used, and then when they don't throw you away, now you don't feel useless. You can never feel useless if you're pouring into yourself. For those who need it.